Alright, hello people, I am the dude and this is my rant review for the movie Deliver Us from Evil, which... the short version, it's another Exorcism movie. I don't know, I don't know when the Exorcism craze hit. I swear for the longest time it was the Exorcist series and not much else. But now we seem to get one, at least one a year. Usually more than one, but this is the one for 2014. I don't know. The long version with spoilers. It's got Eric Bana from the Star Trek reboot, or Munich, or Troy, but my personal favorite, Black Hawk Down. And it also has what's his name, Edgar Martinez from Domino. I think that's about the only performance I saw on his filmography that I actually recognized. And it also has Olivia Munn, and if you don't know who Olivia Munn is, I don't know, you've been living in a hole or something. But the basic premise is Eric Bana is a police detective, and he has some kind of magical spider sense where he knows when evil is afoot. Turns out that that's actually more than just hunches or whatever later in the movie. Edgar plays a priest who believes in demons and exorcises them. And Olivia Munn is Eric Bana's wife, who ends up being a plot device later in the movie. But the crux here is that Eric Bana keeps running into crazy people. And crazy people turn out to be possessed people. And the possessed people turn out to be following one specific guy who very late in the movie steals Eric Bana's family, and then they have to exorcise him and get the family back. And it goes pretty much the way you'd expect it would. There are no surprises here. No surprises to be had at all. Eric Bana doesn't believe at first, but he sees freaky things and then he just jumps on board, and the tag team duo of Bana and Edward, it works for the most part. It's pretty good when they're together. I think it's the rest of the movie that falls apart because, for one, it's a horror movie and it's not particularly scary. In fact, the only real scares here are, like, there's a lot of darkness, and sometimes things jump out of the darkness, and that's about it. Even the big scene at the end, the exorcism, really isn't. It's not even unsettling, let alone scary. It's just a lot of reciting Latin and the demon pretending to be more threatening than it is, and then poof, it's gone. You know what I mean? That's the whole ending right there. Does he get his family back? Was the only real suspenseful moment in the entire movie. After the exorcism, the demon's gone. The man that's left tells Eric Bana where his family is, and is he gonna get there in time? Are they really safe? That kind of thing. Is it gonna be another Seven moment where like a big bad ending pops up out of nowhere? Big spoilers. No, that it's they're fine. They're fine. They're like locked in some storage facility thing or something. They run in, they unlock the door, and his family runs out, and happy fun times. The last scene of the movie is Eric Bana getting his new, I think it's a daughter, his new child, baptized, because now he's a firm believer because he's seen demons and heard their voices and all this. But yeah, there's not much to this movie to like, to be honest. The cinematography here is particularly terrible. There's some really weird angles, and whenever anything gets fast paced, the camera makes it really hard to tell what's going on, and 90% of the movie is shot in like complete darkness because the demons, they don't like lights, so light sources go out when the demons are around. You can't see jack. And worse than that, basically the plot convenience here is ratcheted up to 1,000,000. I mean, everything happens because it needs to happen to get to the ending, right? Eric Bana has to be on board. He has to be. So the whole movie is like step by step spoon feeding him the whole, religion is real and demons are, among us and all this crap. So he'll finally get on board for the last scene. I mean, that's what the whole movie is building towards, trying to get Eric Bana on board. And he basically, he takes it wholesale by the end of the movie. He has no choice because this movie does not deal in vagaries, right? It's pretty obvious that when the guy can't be held down by like 4 people, and he's like, he knows things that he can't possibly know about Eric Bana, and he's speaking in different tongues and all this stuff. It's pretty obvious that something's going on here, right? It's not just this one guy's a really good actor. So yeah, Eric Banya finally jumps on board, and they exercise, and they find the family, and yay, happy ending. And I don't know, I couldn't bring myself to care about the movie, honestly. And I do like Eric Banya. I do. I think it's how you say it. It's either Banya or Banya, one of the two. But I do like him. He's really understated, but he plays the serious roles really well. And maybe he's just not cut out for horror movies. Maybe it was just a script. That's probably what it was. Not much happens for the first 3/4 of this movie. You get to see some of the possessed people do kind of bad things, but for the most part, it's really few and far between, and it's just kind of Eric Banya learning about what's going on, and then maybe one scene with a possessed person that lasts like a minute, and then back to Eric Banya figuring out what's going on, and then finally you get to the climax, and it's the exorcism, and it's, I don't know, it's what you'd expect. It's what you've seen in a million other movies. If you've seen The Exorcist, you've seen every other exorcism movie, you know? They need some kind of big twist, and this one just didn't have one. It was paint by numbers, so what can I say? I don't recommend it. If you want to watch a good exorcism movie, watch the Exorcist series. I liked The Rite too, but that was mostly Anthony Hopkins. That's why that movie even worked. This one could have worked maybe if it had someone like Anthony Hopkins, who's just Anthony Hopkins. But Eric Bana, he's only really good at serious material, and this wasn't serious, so take that for what you will. I don't know what else to say. Deliver Us from Evil, Rant Review. I'll see you guys next time.